Well, hello, welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and today we have a live stream talking about this horrific, this YouTube prank gone wrong that was back in April, but right now we have the what happened with the with that ruling, with that swing, what happened with the guy who shot this YouTube prankster, and we will have the your opinions in the comments as well. I'm gonna talk about this, make a short analysis first about this clip that is quite short. It's like 8 seconds or 20 seconds. And then after we watch this clip, we're going to, I'm going to try to do that. We're going to see them going at both the prankster, the YouTube prankster, and his mom going out of court after the shooter was acquitted for the shooting because it was in, according to his attorneys, in self-defense. There are many opinions about this. I will give you my opinions as well, and we will be talking also a bit about physiognomy. About this is the guy who, was the one who made the shot. So this is what happened. I'm going to read this briefly. Video shows encounter between YouTube prankster and food delivery driver who shot him. Okay. A jury on Thursday found 31-year-old Alan Coley not guilty of aggravated malicious wounding in the shooting of 21-year-old Tanner Cook, who runs the Classified Goons YouTube channel. So this is what happened. I'm going to play the video almost frame by frame. Okay, here we go. I guess that this is it was filmed by one of his partners. You can see that this is... Tanner's his name is yes, Tanner Cook. This is Tanner Cook, the prankster, is the one with the white cap. And here's one of his mates, is one of his friends, which he was doing the prank with. The prank is like going to a random person and shoving this phone in their faces, and the phone was a woman saying some kind of slur or some kind of a bad word, some kind of nonsensical, so just to watch people's reaction. So he begins walking towards this guy who can, as you can see, this is the delivery driver. All right, this is the food that he was going to deliver. You see that his food, it was already with the intention of going away. Okay, I'm going away. I don't have anything to do with you. I can tell you that regardless if they are weirdos on the street, and Tanner is quite tall, I don't think he looked threatened in many ways, but let's move forward a bit. So we focus here, and you see that it's like the driver was literally on his toes, right? It was right, quite aware of that something was not going well, or something was strange, but he couldn't quite tell what was it. And you see that the friend keeps his distance to let Tanner do the first move. And as Tanner goes, I'm going to try to be able to scrub this without, okay. As Tanner does his move, you see this, that at some point, the driver is facing him directly, like, what are you telling me? But there's one split second when the driver was, the delivery guy was looking at him, was trying to make sense of what was going on. And you see that all that Tanner was doing was handing a telephone in front of him. I have to tell you this is a disclaimer. I don't like any kind of YouTube prank. I don't like any kind of prank. So that should be said about me and this situation. I don't think that is good content, by the way. And you see that he was at some point willing to listen, okay? The delivery guy. But he realizes that the thing is kind of strange. He begins again walking away from him, okay? Making some distance. And the problem is, I think one of the main problems was Tanner's friend is coming right here. Nobody with this body language, this body language could hurt anybody. Believe me, and much less with that shirt. And I think that's what he saw, that he was being cornered. Okay, like his fight or flight response kicked in. And he said, "I have to go away." Notice that Tanner hasn't closed in yet on him. There's no real intimate space being invaded in here, and the delivery guy is using the box or the bag as like a shield to protect himself. It's part of his body language. He already felt threatened, and when this guy closes in, and Tanner insists on him listening to the phone, what the phone was saying, and look, he has actual intent of trying to make sense of what was going on. He says no. He goes back and then grabs his hand, like slaps his mobile hand away. Okay, there's this movement, and what I find funny is that you can see the friend's expression, like he's amused, and one split second later, he knew that something was wrong. Okay, you see that he is amused, and then, oh my God, this guy is genuinely pissed. You can see the change in his expression. It's very interesting to see the change of expression from, oh, this is just a joke, it's going well, and then, oh my God, he knew the move, the move, that the guy was going for something. And you can see that Tanner was even distracted by his phone, trying to check that the screen was still the woman talking. He shoves the phone again, and then that's when this guy raises the gun point blank and shoots him in the gut. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things about this. I'm going to just forward about a couple of bits. He stays there just to make sure that, well, I wonder who has to make sure that a point blank shot to the gut to see if it was effective. Yeah, it's gonna be more than effective. I'm gonna tell you two things about this. I already said that I don't like YouTube pranks. I don't like my personal space to be invaded. I'm a defendant of the Second Amendment. I think the people has to be needs the right to conceal, to have a concealed carry or whatever. But having said that, in my opinion, this was a huge overreaction. A huge overreaction. He could have just shown the gun, like, I'm packing fire, mate. I'm packing fire. Okay, you don't do anything stupid, because I think this was not the right thing to do. This is an overreaction. Okay, this is just someone shoving a phone in your face, and the main lack of awareness. And the main lack of awareness is this. You're going to tell me that a mouth breather is going to do something to you worthy of a shot. A mouth breather like that. Open it, you're going to shoot him. No, that is no. That is no. I know that maybe you have an opinion. Some of you, my first reaction, oh, these YouTube pranksters, saw it coming. Some YouTube pranks are much worse than this. I don't know how they dare to do such things in the United States and in places that you can conceal carry. Some states like Florida, for example, concealed carry. You don't know if the person is packing heat. You know what kind of day the person had. So this is something that, well, I would not risk views for this. And in my opinion, this was an overreaction. This is not the way This is not the way that someone can react. This can be a real tragedy. This could have been a real tragedy. This could have been this could have severed a major artery, and he would have died in minutes. Okay, this is no joke. So yeah, the big guy is 6'4". He's quite big, but it doesn't matter if how big they are. You can see that he's a kid who is gonna this it's I don't know, maybe is the years of watching faces, of analyzing faces, but no, this is not it, bro. This is not it. And this guy, please come on, this is a total lack of awareness. At the same time, I have to say that do not do any kind of YouTube pranks. Please don't do them. Don't do them. Then we have the him and her mother going out of court after the delivery guy was acquitted from shooting him, but he was charged with discharging a gun in an enclosed environment. I guess it was some kind of arrangement, some kind of negotiation between the prosecutor and the attorneys, and said, well, we're gonna drop the charges. The name of the charges were aggravated malicious wounding. We're gonna drop those charges, or not drop them. He's gonna be acquitted of that, but he's gonna be charged for firing a handgun in an enclosed at a mall, in an enclosed place. So, what are the attitude? Let's go. I want to talk about their attitude, because do you think he's gonna keep doing these pranks? That's a good question. Maybe their body language right here can give us an answer.
Scott's playing, but we're gonna continue the videos and keep it pushing. Is what it is.
Well, now you see that he's saying that he's gonna keep doing the videos. He is not even if he you can see that he says that he's gonna keep making those videos, but he makes that that's not a tongue in cheek. That is a show tongue. We should show you tongue briefly to one side. That's something that you are not so sure, that you regret a bit what you just said. It's like you said something that you shouldn't. I guess that he still has to have this persona, this facade, this YouTube persona, which is the YouTube persona that he has been building. I don't know how big is his audience, but if his audience wants him to keep doing pranks, well, he has to do them in any way, right? You see that he is still quite nervous about talking about that. He is not confident at all. He touches his face. He has that tongue show. And afterwards, when the mother is trying to be serious about the jury's decision, he begins to joke right next to her. That it's 21 years. This is the kind of spoiled children of this generation. And you see that the mother just shrugs it off. This gives me narcissistic enabling vibes. The golden child, the one that never does wrong. That's why he is he doesn't care about going on camera and doing this. Even I would not be recommending that, but so many people get away being unlikable, and they become infamous, and that infamy can be monetized nowadays. But that's why so many people, to some extent, agree with that reaction, even if that was completely exaggerated. It was, some of you are asking, it was at Dulles. Let me see if I have the information here. At Virginia Mall, Dulles Town Center. It was in Virginia. I think that's important to understand the ruling and what it meant to have that gun right there. So that's his attitude there, and the mother just dismisses it. It sounds a lot like a narcissistic enabling. What about your content? What about your
About
content?
your content itself.
I don't know. Guess I'll just have to keep watching.
So you'll continue to make videos.
Yeah.
I support.
So he actually said that he was going to keep making videos, but he didn't look that confident at all. He tries to do this kind of stupid things just to look, I don't know, special maybe. But when it comes to saying the words, he has this like a nervous smile. Like, I don't know, maybe his attorneys told him, make sure, try to not to speak much to the press, try to not take this thing any further and leave it that way. Then when they asked the mother, another little tidbit, when they asked the mother, what do you think about the content that your son makes? You know, those YouTube pranks, approaching strangers on the street. Do you approve that, disapprove that? What is your opinion? You can see that her chin is held high. She's walking tall. What is her answer?
And whatever he decides to do, and I'm going to continue supporting him. Yeah. My family and I are.
You see that look? You see that little condescending expression on her face? Yes, it's narcissistic enabling. She's okay with that. She is in no way going to stop supporting him, and I would say more like enabling him. And both the arrogance and the smug face and that press lip smile. There's, of course, that's the part that she says, "Is this worth it?" But you know, when you have this these levels of values and what is important for each people, maybe for her, it's very important to support her little child, and whatever he does will be great for her, will be funny. It was never deserving that. I can both side with her in the fact that a prank does not deserve a bullet, but you have to be very careful when you know there are people that are having guns around you. So, well, that's my personal opinion, and that's my professional opinion. And how do I assess the dynamics of this family? Granted, this was an overreaction. This was a total lack of awareness. That's why I recommend that you need to have situational awareness, and body language is very important for situational awareness. What is going on around you? How do people that are around you react, act? What are they wearing? What are their behaviors? What is their demeanor? Every single point is important to assess behavior and body. And what is the intent? You want to assess intent and not be exaggerated to the point that you are going to use excessive force. In this case, a point blank shot to the gut, who will almost certainly kill somebody. If you sever an artery, it's gonna be minutes. It's gonna be. So is son narcissistic or the mom? I think both of them, because usually when you have an enabler, in this case the mother. Let's go here. In this case, the mother. It looks like the son in this case is the golden child, the one that is enabled, the one that can do no wrong. And of course, it's most probably, is highly likely that that golden child evolves into a full-blown narcissistic himself. That is just natural. He sees his mother, maybe his father, maybe both of them being narcissistic, enabling him in anything he does. He can do no wrong. They are always getting him out of trouble. They blame everyone else. They blame teachers. Maybe they blame other friends. They blame the community, the neighbors. Everybody can be blamed, but not their child. And that's what happens. That dynamic, obviously, it can be highly pathological because the person doesn't develop the right emotional tools to be able to deal with the real world. So, in fact, narcissists are quite weak and vulnerable, and they use that narcissism to be to like play some kind of role. Like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hurt people, and I'm going to try to find power in hurting people. Okay, and trying to do things my way. So that's someone that is truly powerful, who is confident, have self-confidence. Will not feel that way, will not act that way because they just don't need to. They just go with their lives. But that's attracting attention. That smug face. That everything. Well, I'm going to point out. Something. We have still a bit of time here. Last words from the kid.
No.
Or
Message. Just try to find Jesus, though. I can't say that.
He wishes the guy to find Jesus. He wishes the guy who shot him to find Jesus. And the mother says about the guy, the delivery
My
guy.
family and I are just going to pray for his
family and I-
his family. And again, at the end of the day, if this was God's will, we accept it.
Thank you for being patient with us.
So what the jury's decision was God's will. She wishes that the delivery guy and the family find God. That's their opinion. I found this a bit. I found this joke from Granite Mountain Movie Club on Twitter rather amusing. It's a joke, but in terms of physiognomy, it's rather on point. If you're a YouTube prankster, you need to learn about the different kinds of whites. You can get away with harassing some kind of whites, but if you see a white with Norman Reedus eyes, you know that guy from The Walking Dead, you remember Norman Reedus, and a Cumberland Gap face, just leave him alone. Yes, that is also part of that. That is also part of that awareness. That is also part of that awareness. That is the problem nowadays, and that's why it's so important for we to develop social skills. Social skills that sadly are trying to be manipulated, because this is trying to manipulate the people's perception of you. Okay, a YouTube prank is someone trying to harvest a reaction from someone just to have clicks, just to have an audience that is clinging onto you just because you are funny, quote unquote, and you do this kind of things. Having said that, I'm going to do a poll here in YouTube. I'm gonna make a poll here in YouTube. Do you think the guy deserved? Let's rephrase this. Do you think the action proportional to the threat? Do you think the action was proportional to the threat? I'm going to start a poll on YouTube and I'm going to post the results in a couple minutes. Let's say it run for 3 minutes and we'll see. And meanwhile, I'm going to highlight your comments. Yeah, Norman Reedus is cool. I like him. He hosts star in a video game, by the way. I don't remember the name of the video game, but Daryl was the name of his character. Oh my God, many Norman Reedus. Let's for those of you who don't remember, maybe don't remember who is Norman Reedus. I'm going to try to refresh your memory. Let's do this and go here. Norman Reedus, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, when you meet a guy with those eyes. Yeah, that is on point. Norman Reedus' eyes. That guy who said that was on point. Same eyes. You see a guy with Norman Reedus' eyes, man, just pick another. Just pick another. You are looking for trouble. What is the opposite of the golden child? Very good question, Susan. What is the opposite of the golden child? Is the scapegoat. Is the child who is blamed for everything. It's the complete opposite of the golden child. If there are two in a family, one is usually going to be the golden child and the other is going to be the scapegoat. Sometimes there can be two scapegoats and no golden child. And sometimes there can be one scapegoat, one neutral, and the golden child may be a neighbor, a kid from the neighbors, or a cousin, or whatever. That happens. But it's always that dynamic. The narcissistic parents are always going to pick one golden child, one scapegoat, and the scapegoat is usually going to be within reach, so they can blame him or her for everything. So that's the term. That's the usual term. By the way, if you want to know more about narcissism, the expert on YouTube is Dr. Ramani. She's amazing. Dr. Ramani, just look for her. Her channel is just amazing. In that topic. All right. Oh my God, yeah, many Norman Reedus fans here. So let's take a look at that poll. Oh my God, very close, incredibly close poll. Incredibly close poll we have today. Do you think the action was proportional to the threat? And with more than 70 votes, yes, 47%, and no, 53%. You're really, you have to, you're really balanced through this. I will pick that the action was not proportional. I agree with the no. It was not that proportional. We have, if you carry a lethal weapon, you must have enough awareness to know when to use it. And no, this was not it. Was not the threat was not up to it. That is my personal opinion. That is my. You can have your opinion, and I respect it completely. It's a good thing that I don't do any kind of pranks on YouTube, by the way. So that's why I even have that. Oh yeah, the prankster is pretty much alive, Leslie. He was getting out of court. They were talking about the acquittal of the shooter, but well, that's what we got. My body language buddies, I will have a live in my new politics channel right next from this live stream. It's going to start in exactly less than 3 minutes. Okay. For those of you that are watching in YouTube, you will be automatically redirected to that live stream. You don't have to do anything. You just stay on the page and you will be redirected immediately. If you're watching from X, or formerly known as Twitter, you just have to get out of that tweet and just go to the next tweet where there will be the live stream. I'm going to be talking about this representative, this Democratic representative that fired this fire alarm in Congress, and well, he is being judged now by the public opinion. Let's see if he is lying or he's telling the truth. It's going to be interesting. In fact, this is like a trailer. It's about this, Jamal Bowman. So 1 minute and a half. Let me keep reading your comments. Let me change to this. All right, more of your comments. But one never pulls a gun without the intent to use it. Well, well, I've seen some videos on the internet where people pull a gun as a threat and it works. Like there's a prank or something happening, or someone complaining in public, or someone, I don't know, hitting your car, and they just, hey, back in hit, and oh yeah. I understand, bro. Please. And yeah, the sight is a signal. It can also be a counterintuitive or the opposite effect if the other person has also had a bad day and it's also packing hit, and then you are at a full-blown shootout a la All West. So we don't want that. So Jamal Showman, oh my God. I need to say that on my live. 10 seconds. My body language buddies will see you. I'll see you on the next live stream right now. We're going to be redirected instantly. See you there.